We're live. Hello, everyone. Hi, Zan.
Hi everyone.
Jasper wants
Hi,
to say
Jasper.
hello. He keeps saying you forget me. I'm going, I do. You got to talk to me more. So, yeah. So, Jasper's here today as well. So, how's everyone coping? I don't know about you guys, but oh my gosh, I've been tired. I think it's these frequencies coming in. I don't know. Zan, how have you been?
Yeah, I've been feeling the same. So
Yes.
it's hard to navigate sometimes.
I know,
Yeah.
and with this new moon and this eclipse, it's just last night it was so beautiful. I've got my friend Lau here, from New Zealand, and we just were downstairs and we'd set up the fireplace, and it was so lovely. We just sat out there and like it was just so clear, and it's amazing, just sitting near a fireplace and just thinking of what
Nice.
it is you want to create and all of that sort of stuff with this new moon energy. But I tell you, it's really triggering people.
Mm,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I know.
I just realized the entertainment purposes needs to
Dana,
go up.
thanks, darling. One day I will remember. There we go. Cool. So yeah,
Yeah.
so how's everyone feeling? Like, how have people been feeling with these new frequencies coming in, and I guess the eclipse also helping to bring up old stuff, and someone was saying that it's actually related back to like 2005. So whatever was going on in 2005,
Right.
this can be the completion or the shifting of that aspect of us that needed to be shifted. So I looked back at 2005. I went, oh yeah, I think I was shifting house. I think I just bought something. I think yeah, it was pretty full on. So I don't know
Mm,
where everyone else is at with everything, but yeah,
interesting.
yeah. So have a look back to what was going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do today is we're going to be talking about, because I put up the heading, has anyone ever had a dream about their teeth falling out or anything to do with the eating or your teeth?
Mm.
And so Zan, you said that you've had one with your teeth when you were trying to eat.
Yeah, so, it's more that I've just got so much in my mouth that I can't, like, I feel like I wanna be sick, or I'm like that, like it's stuck in the back of my throat, and then I can't talk and I can't do anything. So yeah, not so much of the teeth, but I mean, that is grinding something up at the end of the day. I can't
It is.
verbalize. I'm not being able to speak my truth in some way, shape, or form.
And
So
also it's
yeah.
about tearing something into little pieces so you can actually
Mm,
digest it, because it's too
mm.
much. The
Too much,
situation's too
exactly.
big. So
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
So
to
yeah,
breaking it
and I
down.
think probably a lot of people have had dreams like that. But I remember a dream I had. It was like way back, like 2007, and my teeth were actually falling out. And I'd heard about this dream, but I went, oh, I've never had one of those. And I had to spit them out. It didn't hurt, there was no pain, but I just remember distinctly this dream of all my teeth were falling out and I was having to spit them out. I was going, "But I like my teeth, I don't want them to fall out." And then when I looked at
Ah,
it, I realized there was so much going on in my life, and I'd actually, just was getting through it, but it was a lot, like shifting house,
mm,
new job, there was all sorts of things going on.
yeah.
And I didn't realize I cracked a tooth. I went to the dentist when I got a sore tooth, and he went, "Yeah,
Oh,
you've been grinding, you've cracked your tooth." And this was around the same time. And I was like, "I don't grind at night." And anyway, the next night, I got woken up in my sleep and I was actually grinding my teeth. I went, "Oh, maybe I do grind at
mm,
night." So what I did
mm,
then was I consciously every day made sure my jaw was dropped. Even through the day, I focused on my breath. I did some work with the stress that was going on. And even to this day, I now still my jaw just naturally will drop rather than being up, because a lot of people, as you were saying earlier, they grind even subconsciously through the day.
yeah, yeah. I've caught myself grinding through the day as well, and
Yeah,
at night, so it can build up, really big muscles in your jawline.
yeah,
So yeah, it's certainly something to be mindful of. But yeah,
exactly.
Shana Banana has had teeth falling out, but at the time I was heavily grinding my
Mm.
teeth in my sleep. There you go.
Snap. That's
Yeah,
exactly what happened with me, Shana Banana.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, yep. So Chris has had
Yeah, so many years ago, I had a lot of teeth falling out in of my mouth in my dreams. Like I was spitting them out
yeah,
en masse. That's like you.
that's
That's
exactly,
like
and it's the
you. Yeah,
weirdest feeling, and you're sitting there going, "Huh,
that
it's
really.
horrible." I'll never forget it. So, yeah, and
Yeah. And Layla, teeth like chalk crumbling.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that
right.
would have been gross as well. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's I've only had it
Yeah.
once. So and I think, the message was loud and clear. It is like so your teeth falling out means that you can't digest something. It also means that there's some fear going on and we just can't express. There's as Zan was saying, we can't express and there's things that we can't digest because it's too much. It's an overwhelm.
Mm,
So yeah,
mm.
so if anyone has teeth dreams after today, I'm really sorry if we've triggered you, but it's maybe giving you a message.
Ah, and that's from this book. So
Yeah,
Betty Bethard's The Dream Book. We're just taking the interpretation from that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But how interesting because that seems like it's like a more of a worldwide archetype. So because there's
Mm,
really similar
mm.
experiences with people, which is pretty
Yes.
amazing. So
Yeah.
okay, so let's start with our dreams now. Our beautiful Nick sent some in, but I'll start with Shanna Banana because she was first up on the show.
Yep.
So I'll let you read this one.
Cool. All right. So Shanna Banana. In your dream, so in this dream, I was a young girl. Some things I can't remember clearly, but I was trying to show someone that there was another world. I think this person may have been ill. He was a young boy, and I had another female friend with me showing taking this boy into another world, and he wanted to know where we were, and I said we were going through the enchanted forest and everything felt different, as well as traveling through layers. Next scene, I can remember there was a snake. I knew it was a deadly one, but I was able to tame it and make it somewhat friendly. I knew it wouldn't harm me. Next scene, I remember had a dog that was afraid of the snake and it tried to bite the dog. I think I hit the snake or reprimanded it. I was trying to get the dog and the snake to be friendly to each other. And eventually, the snake was snuggling up to the dog. It looked like it was becoming friendly. But then it took the dog's head in its mouth and bit
Bit
down.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, I managed to get the dog's head out, but then the dog was running around crying in pain, slightly damaged. Next, I was
Sitting.
um, sitting on someone's steps, trying to talk or to coax the snake, and it turned and bit me. I remember hearing at that point the snake was an
Asp.
asp.
It's a type of snake.
Okay. Yeah, right. Next scene, I was back into reality or out of that other world at the school nurse being fixed up. I get a phone call from, I think, an uncle who was a cop doing a lot of investigating. This part I understand as he didn't believe things I was telling people about another world, etc. He said, can we speak honestly about something? At this point, I knew the truth. It was kind of like watching a detective show, this part of the dream. He began to say, please, please, I believe you, and I know how hard it's been to you and things you went through in Elvin, Elvin times. Things we went through in Elvin times. Then I
Wow.
really woke up.
What a
Interesting.
dream, Shanna Banana.
It's a little bit
Wow.
like the Chronicles of Narnia,
It is, isn't it? It's like going through a portal into another
like the
world, which we
magician's
know
nephew.
we
Yeah,
know that we do that even in daytime, but especially at night, we tend to sort of go deeper
the
and can go
enchanted
into other
forest.
realms. But how interesting it was a younger self. It was a younger
Mm,
aspect.
mm.
And there was an uncle in it as well who was a cop. Now, police are usually our protectors, aren't they, or
Yeah,
giving us a
yeah,
message? Yep.
yeah.
So,
Protectors and guides as well, because they're protecting as they navigate through.
yeah, exactly. So, so what's your gut? What's your intuitive feeling with this, Sam?
My intuitive feeling, all right, so the dog being the masculine part of the self, the snake being
Yeah,
your kundalini. So it's almost like you were perhaps going through a major spiritual shift
yeah,
and perhaps trying to tame the masculine part of yourself. Um, the fact that it was an uncle, so again, another male helping guide and protect you as you go through. So it was almost like you were going through such a huge shift and but you had all the right tools there to help you go through it.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. How about you?
Yeah, look, I agree. I feel it was tapping into an enchanted, magical aspect of yourself,
Mm,
because that, and also I wonder what was going on, what's been going on, Shanna Banana, if this was a recent dream. Has there been
mm,
stuff going on in your life, big changes that you've had to action,
mm,
and actually make big decisions and things like that? Because as we know, the female, the feminine, is the one that comes up with the creative ideas, and then it's the masculine that has to put them in place. So if the dog,
yeah.
the masculine, was actually hurt through this awakening, because the kundalini, the snake, wherever it bites someone, it was
Mm,
biting the dog on the head. This is
mm,
being awakened. Okay, your third
exactly.
eye, your crown chakra, your pituitary gland, your
Exactly.
pineal gland, and so that connection into other realms. So I
Mhm.
would say that there's some gift awakening, there's a big shift going through on the masculine aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah, so um, wow, what a dream. So
Yeah, huge.
I'm just going to pull a couple of cards for you as well, just to see
Mm.
what's going on here. I'm just tuning in to see. Um, sorry, my trucks are going past. Yeah, okay, this is perfect. We've got our Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is always about fighting for your own sense of self, for actually knowing your own way of being, your own ethics, your own actions. It's actually, so it's like you were doing that internally for yourself. You were, this change that was coming through was making you look at that. Again, you've got a contemplation card, the Queen of Cups. So this is about emotions, and there's can be some sadness and grief in this card, but you're also contemplating and yourself at a deeper level when that Queen comes through. Yeah, Five of Wands. This is when there's been some sort of conflict or some sort of action that's gone on in your life, and it's like you have to work through it. So my feeling is that there probably was something that was going on externally in your world to trigger this, and then you
Mm.
were going through your processing of your changing. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And Shana
that's what
Banana's
I'm
made a
getting.
comment down the bottom there.
Okay,
So
let's have a
last
look.
night dream. So I'm assuming
Wow.
it was just last night. So changes as in several
Mm.
job interviews, so possibly changing place of work. And yes, I feel more awakening. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that fits in perfectly. Yeah.
it's a perfect
I,
dream from a banana. It's for your subconscious or your higher self that's giving to you. And it's
mhm.
great that you can sort of put it together and know that you're going to be safe, because the snake actually isn't dangerous, believe it or not. It's just it opens us. So wherever it bites us, it's actually activating something. So you are. So that's perfect that you sort of can
Mm,
recognize that as
yeah.
well.
And
So
yeah, the job changing back and
yeah,
forth is very emotional.
emotional,
So
and that's
yeah,
that Queen of Cups coming through for you.
yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, but hang in there, just make sure you do a little bit of time for you and just drop into your heart space. Ask if there's any aspects that need to be brought up subconsciously for you to acknowledge and thank and maybe release. Okay, and
Mhm.
ask your angels or your higher self as well to help you, because it's a big thing when we're changing jobs and going through that.
Absolutely.
Um,
And remember that your dream showed you've got protection.
yeah, yeah,
So you've
yeah,
got that police there that's going to
that's
help
right.
guide
And
you through.
yeah, so with the Alvin issues where they didn't believe, I think it was you saying that. I'm just trying to reread back through. It was like your uncle didn't believe about it, or people didn't believe about the other world. Well, that Alvin, I'm feeling there's a connection with you, with to that Alvin magic, to that, and I mean, what do we know about elves? It's like they're very, to me, they've always been connected into nature. They're usually quite psychic. They're usually, you know, I mean, we don't know the truth of it, but they're usually tall and slim, and just can run quickly. So there's those aspects somewhere within you. I feel you could tap into those energies. That's
Mhm.
that's my gut feeling with it, and not everyone believes in that. Not everyone believes in that power being within us. So, and that's just
Mm.
life. Not everyone believes or feels or understands what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So no, that's perfect. So wow, we've got lots of people on. We've got Kibu, we've got Maple Tree as well. Got Layla. Yep. So and look, because of that dream, I am going to go to one of Nick's dream. Um, uh, First one, I think it is. Zan, look at this.
I saw the heading dream snakes. I was like, I'm not reading anymore.
Because Zan has a bit of an issue with snake dreams as well. So,
I
but
don't enjoy them.
I know. But do you think you can read it for us?
Yeah, no, I can read it.
So, and a quoll, to me, a quoll is like a little like, is it like a little rat or a wallaby? You know, something small, like a fluffy small animal.
Okay.
That's what
All
I
right.
think a quoll is. I should have looked it up. So, yeah. But
Okay.
okay, you read,
All right.
because I love
So
the synchronicity here with these two dreams.
all right. So Nick's dream about snakes and quoll. Many visions of snakes slithering inside and outside a house, all types and sizes. An orange and white striped one bit me twice, once on the right arm. Each time I pulled it off with no negative effects or venom. I
Mhm.
looked down and saw a small native mouse, Antechinus. Okay.
Intentionist. That might be the quoll. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So started to photograph it when it came really close to the camera lens and it was
Oh,
now a quoll.
which is bigger.
Okay.
Okay.
Um, it was a quoll posing, very cute and interactive.
Well,
Okay.
isn't this interesting as well? So twice, which is balance. So
Mm-hmm.
as well, orange
And on
and
the
white,
right arm.
right arm, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
masculine again. And this is what, that masculine aspect as well that just
Mm-hmm.
came up before for Shanna Banana. But the
Absolutely.
orange
And
is
energy out too. Mm,
energy and peace is orange.
there you go.
So the orange and white, so the white is purity. So
Yeah.
isn't it fascinating that there was no toxic poison that was in there as well? Now, when we're taking a photograph, um, that it was a mouse. So what does a mouse mean? I mean, everyone has their own interpretation of a mouse. Some people are terrified of mice. Some people go, "Oh my God, they're so cute." So it just depends on our own personal take of what a mouse means. But I will look it up
Yeah.
because I haven't looked this one up
Yeah.
before. Mouse, little fear or irritant that is taking your energy. If a cat is chasing a mouse, implies a cat and mouse game with self or others. Many frustrating relationships are based on cat and mouse game plan. Quiet, shy, colourless as a mousy person. But I feel for you, this might be a little irritation of some sort that's come up
Mm-hmm.
to be shifted.
And because it's a snake dream, it's a spiritual dream.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's about perhaps a shift that you're going through currently, Nick. Um, and with the mouse, a small irritant that you're having trouble getting past within your spiritual journey, that might actually be holding you back. So taking the photograph to try and encompass it, or looking closer and figure out what it is.
You're spot on because I just looked up photograph. It's how you're
Mm,
seeing things at this time. A
right.
picture to awaken a past memory because the lesson you're going through now is one you did not learn in the past. So isn't that interesting? So there's a lot in that
Nice.
dream. But I love
Yeah.
that those two dreams are so synchronistic with the right side, that masculine aspect. So that was
Absolutely.
brilliant. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank
So
you.
Andy sings on. Hello. All right, now the next dream, we'll throw up
Yes.
Lau's dream.
Okay. All
Hello,
right.
Lau.
So now, hello. I dreamt of a cat's head cut off in kitchen with father figure in kitchen. It was a family gathering. I was the observer and felt misplaced. I have endometriosis and a challenging soul contract with dad.
Wow. So
Okay.
what's your intuition on this one, Zan?
Sorry, is the endometriosis part of the dream or
Yeah.
is
Oh, shit, no, that's real life.
okay, all right. So a cat's head. So a cat is the feminine part. Um, the kitchen, what's the kitchen? That would be feeding the soul, wouldn't it? That would
Nurturing,
be
feeding the soul.
yeah. So
I'll have a
and then
look.
the feminine part is part of that nurturing as well. But with the father figure in the kitchen, it's almost like a balance of male and female, and perhaps the female sings it's just the head. I wonder what head means.
Yeah, I
Um,
can look that up as well. Let's have a look at the head.
I would
Heart.
take it that perhaps the female or the feminine part of you is being held back
Ah,
in some way, shape, or form.
perfect. You are intellectualizing too much. Used humorously means get out of your head. So isn't
There-
this interesting, that thought process
Yeah,
around the feminine as well? And so
Mhm.
we'll look at kitchen. I'll just quickly look. Oh, I had to look up
Yeah.
house for kitchen.
And just with the challenging contract with your dad, that in your dream is actually an aspect of you. So if you have a challenging soul contract with him in real life, I would say that this is perhaps a challenging lesson that you're going through, or whatever it is that you're going through is um, pushing you to a different limit that you're uncomfortable with.
Yeah. And so your kitchen exactly is your work area, cooking up plans and schemes,
Hmm.
preparation for nurturing. So spot on. But it was interesting because I asked Lau if I could share this, and we actually did a little kinesiology session, and it came
Mm,
up that there was another lifetime that was being cleared through this, the female, endometriosis, and yeah, it was really interesting. And then that it came up as a priority, the soul contract. So it is about owning that our soul has chosen to have these contracts, and when we can get above the actual situation, it's and our energy shifts and we're seeing it from a higher perspective, amazing changes can happen because we have to
yeah,
change that perspective in us to allow that external to change. So that's an amazing dream, I think.
yeah,
I mean, and it's
yeah.
pretty freaky, isn't it, seeing a cat's head cut off in the kitchen. But it's a powerful dream, really powerful
Mm,
dream. So
absolutely.
thanks for sharing that. And it's just showing as
Thank
well
you.
that sometimes, our physical issues that we might have can very much be related to other lifetimes or to contracts that our
Mm,
soul has chosen to come in and clear in this lifetime. This is such a powerful lifetime for us to be clearing and to be
yeah,
able to release and help on a lineage level to help ourselves that are what's going on in other lifetimes. So that's a really amazing dream. Thank you, Lau, for sharing that.
thank
So
you.
yeah, okay. So
All right,
Layla's popped a
Layla.
dream up.
All right, so Layla's dream. Dreamt I was at the hairdresser and she was so scattered, talking on her phone and was walking away, then back and chopped me. Sorry, there's not meant to be anybody home, but sorry, I'm hearing noises and there's no one home. I think it's my dog. Here I am scattered reading it. Isn't that interesting? Dude. All right, sorry. Then back and chop some more off the back of my hair. Very disorganized and weird lady. By the way, I never visit the salon. I cut it myself.
So are you a weird and disorganized lady, Layla, if you're your own hairdresser? Sorry, I just had to say that because it was too funny. Ah,
Oh
that's
dear.
so funny.
Sorry, I got scattered while I was reading that.
It's okay.
Um,
It's perfect. It
uh,
fits the theme.
yeah, okay. So hairdresser. So hair is your energy flow because it's coming out of the crown chakra. The longer the hair, the more energy, the shorter the hair. So if you're getting it cut, perhaps somebody is shortening your energy, or you feel like it's being given away, or um, it's leaking somehow, which is why
Mm,
you're there. The fact that your hairdresser was so scattered, because a hairdresser, when you think about it, is meant to make it look prettier and you feel more comfortable, right? So if they're so scattered, exactly what you said, I would wonder, are you feeling really scattered with your energy at the moment?
and the fact she was talking on the phone, remember that's a
Mm,
really important message from spirit or your
absolutely.
guides or yourself. So, so Layla, is there a subconscious aspect of you that is leaking energy and it's something you haven't maybe noticed before? This
Mm,
is the
mm,
time when I would sit and I would do a meditation and I would drop deep and I'd ask that aspect to come forward. And what I do then is I actually acknowledge it and I go, and it might come forward as a shape, a color, a person, anything, a feeling. And I just acknowledge it and I just go, thank you so much for being there because for some reason you've obviously been protecting me. It could be lineage stuff as well, Layla. This is what I'm finding we're working with a lot now too. And then I just ask if it's got a message for me. And if any emotion comes up, just feel it, allow it to come up. And then I ask God or our divine being to come through. And I say to it, you're going to have a holiday now because you've worked so hard, but we're safe now. We don't need this. So, and then allow it to
yeah,
be released. And then I always ask God to replace it with something that's beautiful and nurturing or whatever is needed. So
yeah.
that's what I would do with a dream like that because to me, it's always a trigger that there is an aspect in us that can be looked at. So
Hmm.
yeah, That's what I'd be doing. So,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, but thank you for sharing that. That is a really
Thank you.
especially because you
Yeah.
don't go to hairdressers, so it was yourself. So, that's funny.
Oh, dear.
Um, okay. So Shanna's got another dream.
Mhm. Oh, no, that was a
Oh, that was the
comment
one we did.
from
Okay, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
comment
yeah,
from
yeah, yeah.
before.
Sorry. So, yeah. Okay, so Andy
So,
sings.
Andy sings. So, greetings, little late. Smiles and happiness to each of you from the campsite near Bellingen.
Bellingen. It's beautiful down
Bellingen.
in Bellingen. That's in Australia on the East Coast. Yeah. Yep.
Beautiful. So,
Yeah.
yesterday watched the record keepers glide down the watery freeway. Well, that's pretty cool with the whales.
Yeah,
Stopped
that's
and
amazing.
counted. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
And Andy, I was down at Hastings Point last week, and my friend and I just went to Cabarita to have some dinner, and there was whales and babies playing right out in front of the beach there. It was, oh, the energy from it is beautiful. It's amazing when you're around the whales.
Yeah,
So yeah,
beautiful.
it's beautiful. I used to live on Palm Beach, right on the beach, no road. And I could just sit up on the balcony and just I would sing to them at night. I would actually tune into their frequency and actually sing with them. Just
Wow,
and I there was
that's cool.
two babies were birthed in front of our house. Unbelievable. So yeah,
Wow,
really blessed. They're amazing creatures, those
that's
beautiful whales.
beautiful.
So yeah. So thank you for sharing that with us. So where are we up to now? Let me have a
Shana
look.
Banana has another dream just under that.
That one there? Yeah, okay.
Okay, so a dream from the other night. Was in a hotel room. Then someone was banging on the door real hard and wouldn't stop. I would not answer the door, but husband was sorry, there goes that noise again. Sorry, but husband was opening the door, not husband IRL.
In real life.
Um, in real life. Okay. So people with guns out in the hallway and
Wow.
people were dead. Husband and dream walked out um, and someone else did too, and they were shot. I refused to move past the door and began to close the door and noticed the number. I think the door number was 918, then closed the door to
Ooh.
hide and woke up. Wow. Have you got your number book?
How funny. I got the hit
Awesome.
today to put it next to me. I went, okay. I love that. 918. Let's have a look at that
Mm.
first, then we're going to add it up.
Yeah, yeah.
So 918 is focus on how may I serve, using your natural talents, passions, and interests, and the material needs take care of themselves. So, so 10, so that's 1 and 8. So it's a 9, which is completion of something. So if I'm not wrong, 918 adds up to 9, which is ending something and completing something,
Mhm.
but not quite there yet, which is really what the dream is actually saying about, isn't it? So what's your
Well, yeah, I mean, guns are leaking of energy. So the fact that
yeah,
everybody was dying, I'm assuming they were hit in the heart. So
depends where
I
they
would
were
say
hit. That'd be
it
interesting to
depends.
know
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
So depending on where they were hit and where was their blood, because that's your energy source depleting from that particular chakra. So looking at this, perhaps um, the fact that you closed the door though, so the door was already
Yeah.
open.
But they're
Your
knocking
mass,
very loudly. So I
yeah,
feel it's like an opportunity
that's
too, isn't
normally
it?
a
Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah,
you
and
weren't
then
gonna
you
open
close
it.
the door. Yeah, yeah, didn't want to do it. But probably because you're leaking too much energy.
Yeah.
So we need to find. So there was. Sorry, she just said
Yep.
no blood, just seen dead bodies.
Okay, so I wasn't sure
Um,
where the actual shots
no,
went into. Okay.
but I would say if they're dying, it would either be the heart or the head.
Yeah.
So um, I would I would probably say that whatever opportunity is coming up at the moment, perhaps you feel you're just leaking too much energy with it. Was it Shana Banana who had that um, dream earlier
Yes.
about
The
fear?
elves
Yeah,
and that's yes, snake and
yeah,
dog. Yeah. So there is
yeah,
definitely something big going on,
yes.
for you,
And
honey.
changing
And
jobs? Is that
yes, yes,
this is okay,
yes.
so yeah, I would probably put it down to that. Perhaps a place that you want to go to work, perhaps you feel like you're just gonna leak a lot of energy. or perhaps it's your current workplace.
Exactly. And the hotel is a large potential for growth. If it's
Mm,
seedy, you need to work on yourself and clean up your act. If it's
yep.
run down, you're not using your potential. But if it's magnificent, you are rich in spirit and using your many talents. And the fact that you had a husband in the dream is the masculine side. Okay.
Mm,
So again, it's still again coming back to that masculine aspect. So yeah, so look, I feel that there's I would go in and again be doing some work with that. So it's a big dream. Yeah. Yeah, well, there you go. Job changes and divorce, honey. They're two of the biggest things you can probably do in your life. So, this
absolutely.
masculine and when that happens, we have to find more of that masculine balance within ourselves because often if we've had a partner or a male or whatever, that aspect of them, sometimes we can give away our power a little bit. So this is you finding your masculine balance
Yeah.
and your masculine energy. So yeah, these dreams are really amazing, isn't it? How they're actually really adding up to
Yeah.
a similar thing. So I'm sorry you're going through all that, but it's just such an opportunity for personal growth if you can, oh yeah, take some time out for yourself. Yeah, and the same thing
Yeah.
as you said,
Yeah.
Zan. Yeah, the
Yeah.
energy has shifted for
And
sure.
imagine.
So a
Yeah.
lot of changes going on, definitely. So hang in
So
there.
just know that you're supported because you had that support from your dream from last night. You
Yeah,
are supported. You are okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so and the other yeah, I think I'm just gonna pull one more card for her. The Hermit. Oh my God, the perfect card for you, honey. Introspection. You know what's going on from your subconscious because you're looking at the light, but take some time out for you, which is just what I was saying. If you can, amongst all the crazy changes, do some nurturing, go deep. It's going to be okay. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so, maple tree
I'm the only one gets from higher self dreams off
of
of
off
off
world.
worlders.
So, yeah. So, like we said, you may be tapping into other realms, which we all can do. We
Mm,
all travel at night, we go places, our higher self doesn't sleep. So, yeah, it's great that you're sort of getting that connection. Yeah.
yeah.
So, all right. So, hey, Lady Hawk. Oh, could you see the Ring of Fire, Lady Hawk, from where you are? Or did you see it on a video or something? Because I think there's parts of America where you could see the Ring of Fire with this eclipse. But
Right.
let me know if you actually saw it
Mm,
in real time. That would be
mm.
amazing. Because yeah, I read about that. So yeah, wow. Gosh, I know it's pretty powerful stuff that's going on. Definitely. So okay, where are we up to?
Um,
Okay, let's just go down to Kathy's on. Hi, Kathy. Hello. It's nice to see you here. So yeah, and we've been talking about teeth falling out and being able to, and when you look at these dreams, they're all quite big dreams. And so,
mhm.
sometimes then I wouldn't be surprised if you maybe have dreams, people have dreams of trying to chew on something that's too much to cope with. So yeah. Oh my gosh, Lady Hawk.
Real time. That's
Whoa.
amazing.
That is amazing.
How
Um,
awesome.
that's just amazing. And yeah, that would be incredible to see. Wow. Did you feel
Absolutely.
anything when you watching it, or did you, did you feel any downloads, or did you get any aha moments, or feel anything in your heart? I'd love to know. So yeah, because we didn't get that here. So I think the whole three of them that are going to happen in this month or around this time, they're all going to be seen from different parts of the US. So
Right.
yeah, which is
Yeah.
really cool. So wow, thanks for sharing that. We're just jealous now. We're just green. So
Um,
we've got Kibbo on as well. She's driving. Um, yes. So did I put Christine's up? Yes. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
do you want to go
So
back to the top? There are a couple of dreams there.
of course, Nick's dream. Let's have a look and see. So I did the first one. Let's just have a look at the conference dream. Now, this is interesting,
Okay.
isn't it, Zan? Because Zan and I worked together for a long time and we used to go to conferences like
Mhm.
quite a lot for work. And well, Zan, you have more conference
I
dreams
have a
than
lot of
me.
them.
I
Mm.
have some too, but as soon as I do, I ring Zan and I go, "Oh my God, this person were in my conference dream." So, so this is very apt. So, do you want to read this one?
Ah, love it. All right. So the dream is a conference dream from Nick. Neighbour was holding an all-women workshop. An attendee walking a dog passed by my bathroom window. More of the women arrived at my house, lining up for the toilet. It was like my place was a spill out zone. I jumped in front of the queue to put on a gold floral bikini top that I had never seen. Fit perfect.
Wow, interesting. Do you want to start with
Mm.
this one?
Okay, so conference. Conference is a place of learning. It's like school. It's especially if it's a work conference, so you're working on yourself. If you do have a lot, like if for your current workplace you do a lot of conferences, it could just be your way of understanding. I often find that old bosses that turn up in my dreams are actually old guides, or current guides that are trying to help me. So if it's your neighbor, it's right there. If it's a
Mm.
women's workshop, it's the feminine side of yourself that you're working on. The dog, though, is a masculine. It only passes by, so it's only a small glimpse. Um, but the fact that people are wanting to use your bathroom, that's elimination. So perhaps what is going through in your life at the moment is you're eliminating parts that are no longer necessary within yourself
Because that's a
of the
lot of
feminine
people, yeah,
side.
lining up for your
Yeah,
bathroom.
exact
Um,
exactly.
and I looked up the bikini top because,
Yes.
that's they look beautiful, but they're revealing. Like it's actually having
Mm.
enough courage to present yourself to the world. And the gold is your Christ consciousness coming through, and a flower. So the floral part of the bikini is the unfolding of flowers is a sign of good growth, a direction of beauty and fulfillment, the completion of a goal, a time of great achievement. Um, and also appreciation. But I'll look up bouquet because I feel that's also part of it. But yeah, the
Mhm.
gold is definitely your Christ consciousness.
And it also
So
comes back to your heart chakra.
true.
So your God and your inner love for yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And celebrate again, celebration of growth. Pat yourself on the back, you've done well. So isn't it nice to get dreams like that as well, where it helps us with our self-love and our self-esteem and our self-appreciation. So when you get those, you really do just give yourself a pat on the back and go, yes, oh, I'm doing my work. And it's actually, I'm being told that from your higher self or from your subconscious. So that's fantastic. So not only do dreams have to be, tricky and sometimes like with gun shooting and snakes and things like that, we can get a really beautiful, hey, you're doing a great job.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
there's a
really
lot of
nice.
archetypes that are in today's dreams, aren't there?
There's so many
A lot of
archetypes and
and
symbols.
universal archetypes too.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got,
So
your dogs, there's the masculine, the feminine,
the
oh goodness,
snakes,
snakes, and
the
these
the
the teeth.
learning,
But even the teeth,
the
look how
teeth.
common the common denominator, how it was the same feeling for people. So
Yeah.
yeah, you're absolutely spot on. These are really global. So
Mm,
yeah. Oh, hi,
mm.
Angel Laurie. Angel Laurie always sends in beautiful dreams as well. How are you? So
Shana Banana got to see the Ring of Fire in real time too.
whereabouts is
Some
that?
good pics.
What? Oh, you got
Mm.
some good pics. I was gonna see if anyone had any good pictures. Um, yeah, because I don't know, you can put pictures up on the messages here, but
Mm.
wow. If you're part of Elisa's support group on Telegram, if not, jump on there, Shanna Banana and Lady Hawk. And if you've got photos, you can put them up on there because I'm on that group as well. So yeah, jump on there on Telegram. So that's really cool. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, so, I
Nice.
mean oh, okay, so Angel Laurie's saying they didn't see it on the East Coast because 'cause it's been overcast and rainy. Yuck.
Right.
So that's
Right.
brilliant. But actually something I do wanna put up that, Angel Laurie actually sent in was after, do you remember how we did the volcano dream and the black obsidian for Angel Laurie? I think it was
Yeah.
last week
Right.
or the
Yep.
week, yeah, and there was like a volcano and, I think she's in Indonesia. She's close to India anyway, where she was. So let's just have a look at that because I thought it was really, really beautiful, really relevant to get some feedback. I put it up here. Here we go. Oh no, that was Niobe. Sorry, it wasn't Angel Laurie, it was Niobe. Gosh, I get confused. You reckon you're scattered? Oh, try being in this head.
It's just the day for it.
Oh, it's just the day for it. Do
Oh dear.
you want to read that one for me?
Yeah, sorry, where are we? Naomi.
Yep.
Sorry, I like to read it on this side. There we go.
Got it.
Naomi, comment. So, interestingly, about my active volcano, Black Obsidian in India Dream, I checked the map and it just so happens that particular volcano is the closest volcano physically to me in Bangkok. I located in the Andaman Sea. Thank you for pulling cards and offering some insight. Well, there
Yeah.
you go.
And so Naomi was going to sit and meditate and see if there was any light or energy work that was needed there. But isn't that fantastic? That
Wow, thanks
just
for confirming that and
yeah,
letting us know. I like hearing the follow-ons. It's good.
yeah, yeah. So yeah. So I've never dreamt about it. But maybe you will now, Angel Laurie. Now that I've put it out into the ethers for you, you'll be dreaming of volcanoes, going, Marie, have you?
What did you do to me?
That's funny. So yeah, but,
Dear.
so okay. Oh, here we go. So Lady
Okay.
Hawk. This was in response to the Circle of Fire.
Yeah, right. So I let myself feel it all. It was like I could make the future anything I wanted. I don't know why I thought and felt that, but it was like having a fresh start if I choose, and I do choose to.
That's
That's
beautiful, and that's what it was
beautiful.
about, and it's
Yeah,
about creating what is it I want in my life? What do I desire? What do I want to
yeah,
experience? So that's just perfect. Oh,
beautiful.
Jasper wants to actually say something, so I'm just gonna because we're gonna have to finish a bit earlier today, guys. I'm sorry, I've
Yeah, I
got an
was just thinking that.
appointment. Yeah, and so this little possum wants to pop in and just say something to um about what's going on. Okay, I'm just gonna tune
Mm.
in with Jasper. Oh, okay, Jazzy, what's going on? He's being funny, but he's not. So he just showed me a volcano, and there was like 3 explosions from the volcano. So there was 3 levels of cloud, but then he took me above that, and it was like this beautiful pale blue energy, and I'm feeling quite dizzy with it. So I feel there's these clearings that are going on, or these explosions and transmutations that are going on. But it's going to bring in a sense of peace and calm, because the light blue, to me, when I run a light blue color bath on someone, it can help drop their blood pressure. Like, people can drop
Mm.
into a much calmer place with that light blue, and that's what he's showing me. It's like it's coming. So we're going through these releases, is the word that I'm getting from what he showed me. So yeah, so just go with the flow, allow everything to come up, to release it, to work with it, and then there's peace there. It's just waiting for us. So that was, yeah, really beautiful, actually. And of course his sense of
Nice.
humor jumped on the volcano bandwagon, didn't it? So yeah. Actually, I might just do a quick animal magic card for everyone before we finish. Is there anything else that's come up?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my timer for me to go.
Yep.
Do a really quick one of these. All right. So the animal magic cards are what I use with my transference healing. So, and if anyone wants a session, you can just jump onto magicmarie.com and pick a time, or you can email me if something better suits you. All right, let me just tune in for everyone that's watching now and later, because you will still get the same energy. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh, you're not going to believe this. That one just flipped over. And this one, the gargoyle, doesn't come out very often. But funnily enough, I've been calling in the gargoyles a little bit lately.
Mm.
Because I got a tick the other day from when I was at my friend's property and all. I went, oh, hang on a minute, I'm getting my gargoyles in. There's something going on. Gargoyles
Mm.
are they're protectors from the underground. I love them. And they look
Me too.
dark, but they've told me that the dark attracts the light. And they have this most beautiful, vivid white light within them. So you can all connect into your own gargoyles. I ask them to mind my house or my car or whatever. So that gargoyles come up for a reason. So if you're feeling a little bit uneasy, and if you're having dreams, um, like Shana Banana, there's a lot going on in your life, bring your gargoyles up and just have them around you. They're so protective. They really
Mm.
are. So yeah.
Mm.
So there you go. It's yeah, the gargoyles come up for us all. So that's
Yep.
beautiful.
Thank you,
Oh,
gargoyles,
yeah, I love
for
the
your
gargoyles
protection.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
No.
have to go, my loves, but thank you for being
Yes.
on with us. Keep sending us your dreams.
Thank you,
And
everybody, for being here today.
thank you, Zan and
Thank you, Marie.
Jasper. And we will see you next Monday,
See you
Sunday night for
then.
you guys in the US. Okay, bye.
Okay.